This shit stinks.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame.
I didn't think I picked up the right place. I couldn't find the screen down. Couldn't find that screen part. Go it up, it's at his posters.
Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose.
Sorry, I wasn't that down, but that sucked. And he got injured? Wow, that
Looks
quick?
as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To throw, it's Carr. A strike downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. The give. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting a big stop.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you
I think I'm going back to try to pass all the way. It's probably about to be a safety.
For a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Down at the 45. And the Notre Dame offense will take over 1st and 10.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Bauman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I had to get this game in for what the word. And he had to go soon, so
Got a 3rd and long from the 27.
I damn sure can't play when I just woke up.
He goes at the 22.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Try that big trick play right there.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the ground game. Fighting fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays.
See, I'm trying to get them down short completions because I freaking ain't away.
You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Now on third down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Carr. He unleashes a long one.
Oh, I hate when I'm right there for a kick and I'm missing by an inch.
Play, and they got it. The explosive picks
I
up
think
more than
that
30.
shit.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Unloads to the wideout.
No, I could have been a darn kid. Come on, man. Shit.
And great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's a
Yeah, I should have been able to let him
My man
twice.
is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the
Got
kind of
him
guys
once.
that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Soft spot in the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back gets the give. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a man. It's Beck. Here's the pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
Absolutely center cut. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 4. Picked off.
I told you, I can't see everything blurry in this right
And
now.
they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone
I can't see for shit. I'm getting my ass popped.
DBs,
Fucking
linebackers,
tired,
covering
shit.
the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff. But
Takes it the other way. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. He now has 108 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete on the right side.
You guys are getting ugly. Fuck. We're down 21. Oh, boy. I can't believe fucking
yeah, now
shit.
this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Daniels. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
To the air, it's Beck. Looking for the goal line. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hand off from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. You were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting...
There he goes! Oh, what a cut!
There ain't no way that happens.
20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame! If he can keep putting
I get it down to 14
games
points,
like
how about
this,
that?
he might have a shot
21,
at grading
fucking A.
wins. Career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Heward. Nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so
It's a fumble.
Oh my God. Hold on to fucking ball.
They
Fucking
dragged
A,
it down
man.
pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Fields. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking to take a shot. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the right. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Oh my God, hold on to the fucking ball. Damn, bro.
That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. High the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air. It's back. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. That is no
Damn, that's a field goal?
And
What
I
the
guess they
fuck?
wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
His QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Payne. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Using his legs, it's Love. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pulls it in. It's Fields. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Irish! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll try the run. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Working the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Canes are on the move. The play action fake. Grab behind the line. It's Bauman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return.
Yeah, this dude is good. Yeah, I'll play that shit. I'll wake up.
Not only do they get the ball back, but man,
I wouldn't been able to beat this dude anyway.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner.
There you
Fewer
go.
are lucky if you have two.
I'm not
They've
even
got
that
three
good.
DBs,
I'm
three
freaking
corners that
mid.
can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Come on, set.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal.
Pound 55 feet.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. App State rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wants to throw. It's back. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling.
There he goes. He's at the 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous play. A late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Price. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he got loose. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to keep the drive alive. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.